All right, welcome back, Chart Addicts. Let's talk about how to handle trading losses. I was working with one of our coaching students the other day, and I came up with a pretty helpful list for them on how to better handle their trading losses. And so hopefully I can share some of what we talked about on that call and give you guys a little bit of guidance on how to handle things in your own account. First, it's important to remember that there's only two kinds of trading losses. There are losses that are part of your trading system and losses that are errors of judgment by the trader. Let's break those two things down and talk about them in more detail. Losses are a normal part of any trading system, but it's important for you to understand what kind of loss that you took so that you can either make the adjustment or you can move on a little bit more quickly and more effectively. For the losses that are part of a system, every single strategy has a measurable win rate that we can use to estimate how much we can expect to win and how much we can expect to lose using that trading strategy. And so if a specific strategy has a 60% win rate, that means that you're going to win 6 out of every 10 trades, which also means that you should expect to lose 4 out of every 10 trades that you take. If the strategy has a predetermined win rate or a win rate that you've been able to measure over time, then you should build an expectation of those losses. And so if your strategy loses 3 out of every 10, you shouldn't panic on those 3 trades, but instead understand that they're part of your trading system and that you shouldn't change anything, but instead continue to trade that system effectively. Errors in judgment are usually due to a trader being unable to stick to a disciplined plan consistently over time. So regarding the errors of judgment, there are tons of errors that traders make on a daily basis, especially new traders, that will hurt their chances of being successful. Those are like closing too early, moving your stop loss too soon, over leveraging, over trading. Errors in judgment typically boil down to 3 main reasons: emotional trading, distracted trading, and gambling. Let's talk about those 3 main causes and break them down. So emotional trading revolves around the 2 main emotions that impact traders, which is fear and greed. So if you're one of the emotional traders or you fall into the trap of emotional trading, one of the easiest things that you can do is only risk what you're comfortable risking. Most of emotional trading comes from over risking or not risking enough. Understand how much you're putting on the line and whether or not you're comfortable with losing that amount of money. If you're stressing over the amount of money that you're losing or that you're risking on the table, it's going to be very hard for you to maintain cool, calm, and collected attitude while you're trading, and you're going to allow the emotions to dictate some of your actions. Follow a plan and follow it strictly and diligently over time so you can have the most consistent results. The second cause of errors of judgment is distracted trading. This could be distracted while you're actually in the act of trading, or you're handling too many things in your life at one time. So you may have a job, kids, business, investments, and other things going on, and you're trying to manage trading in the meantime. My biggest recommendation to folks is to make sure that you're focusing on something with your full attention. If you're distracted in trading, chances are you're going to miss a lot of opportunities, you're going to miss a lot of chances to learn, and you're not going to take it as seriously as if it was the only thing that you have to focus on. And so if you're juggling too many things in your life and you're distracted while you're trading, then prioritize where trading is in that stack and make sure that you're putting the appropriate attention to it and treating it like a business the way it should be. And the last but not least is gambling. Gambling typically comes from unrealistic expectations or, again, more emotional trading. Gamblers basically are trading with no strategy, or they have a strategy that they're completely just breaking the rules for. They're looking for only the upside. So it's important to remember that a trader manages risk for a living. And so if you're one of those people that's constantly looking at how much can I make off a trade, how much can I make off a trade, and you're never taking into account the risk, and you're never qualifying that risk and accepting that risk, you're going to have a lot of emotional roller coasters while holding these trades because you haven't truly accepted the activity that you're being involved with. So you go into panic mode. So let's sum this all up. Now that we've spoken about the 2 main types of trading losses, it's important to remember that journaling is how you're going to be able to identify the losses and keep track of a consistent strategy over time. When you go to journal your losses, it's important to identify which one of these categories your loss falls under. If your loss is part of your trading system and it's a normal loss, then there's nothing you really need to do except for chalk it up and then maybe look at a few improvements you can make next time to better your win rate. If you realize that most of your losses are coming because of an error of judgment, it's important to identify which one of these categories, whether it's emotional, distracted, or gambling, you fit under, and to understand your motivations for making those trading errors. If you're making consistent errors over and over again, then you have a pattern, and you should identify the main cause or the trigger of that pattern so you can start to work against it and you can start to reclaim control over your trading. So very important to make sure you have a plan, you're staying disciplined, and you're trading a disciplined plan consistently over time. Chart Addicts, I hope that this helps you guys in your trading journey. If you have any questions, make sure to put them in the comment section below and make sure to leave a like and subscribe if you don't already. Take it easy and I'll see you in the next video.